Do you know which is the oldest city of the world? This oldest city is also called Paradise because of its beauty. This has a long historical background. The city name is Damascus. In this video, we will cover some aspects of Damascus like short history of Damascus, character of the city, and people of Damascus. Damascus is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. First settled in the 3rd millennium BC, it was chosen as the capital of the Umayyad Caliphate from 661 to 750. After the victory of the Abbasid dynasty, the seat of Islamic power was moved to Baghdad. Damascus, Arabic Damashq, city, capital of Syria. Located in the southwestern corner of the country, it has been called the Pearl of the East, praised for its beauty and lushness. The 10th century traveler and geographer Al-Makdisi lauded the city as ranking among the 4 earthly paradises. The city's Arabic name derives from Damashqa, a word of possibly pre-Semitic etymology, suggesting that the beginnings of Damascus go back to a time before recorded history. The city is commonly called Al-Sham, the vernacular name of Syria as a whole, which is said to mean the left or the north, where the region is situated relative to the Arabian Peninsula. Owing to associations of Damascus with Aram, the biblical capital of the Arameans, some Arabic sources link Damascus and the Aram that Al-Imad, colonnaded Aram, mentioned in the Quran, an identification that has long been disputed. Also contended has been the association of Damascus with Jillik, a fertile pre-Islamic site, whose name derives from a word of unknown origin in use by the Ghassanids active there in the 6th century, see Ghassan. The city is still known by its popular epithet Al-Fayha, the fragrant, earned perhaps for the freshness of its surrounding orchards and gardens. Many scholars believe that, among the ancient cities of the world, Damascus is perhaps the oldest continuously inhabited. Over the centuries, Damascus has been conqueror and conquered, wealthy and destitute, and capital of empire and small states. Its fame has been sustained by its continuous prominence as a commercial and intellectual center. Its life has been nourished periodically by immigrants from the hinterland and from the Mediterranean basin and Southwest Asia. Often a focus of contention by powers of East and West, Damascus's fortunes have frequently been linked to those of distant capitals, most notably Ashur, Antioch, Rome, Baghdad, Cairo, and Istanbul. Now a burgeoning metropolis of the Middle East, it retains, as it has through centuries of triumph and disaster, an indomitable spirit and a considerable charm. Area city, 17 square miles, 43 square km. Pop. 2007 established. Municipality, 1,669,000. Character of the city. Travelers to Damascus have been struck by the sight of aspens and poplars growing along streams of fruit, particularly apricot and nut orchards, and of olive groves and vegetable gardens. A popular story about the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, journey to Syria recounts that, upon seeing verdant Damascus, he refused to go in, as man should only enter paradise once. Upon reaching Damascus in 1326, in Batuta, the Arab travel writer from Tangier said that no words could do justice to the city's charm. He resorted to quoting his Maghribi predecessor, Ibn Jubair, who sojourned in Damascus in 1184, and wrote that Damascus had adorned herself with flowers of sweet-scented herbs, and is encircled by gardens as the moon by its halo. In 1350, a European traveler, Ludolf van Suchem, wrote of the city as begirt with gardens and orchards, and watered in and out by waters, rivers, brooks, and fountains, cunningly arranged to minister to men's luxury. While the accelerated and often disordered growth of the city since World War II has sharply raised the ratio of buildings to trees and open space, Damascenes still enjoy some of the former splendor of Al-Ghouta, the fertile belt of irrigated land adjacent to the city. People of Damascus. Damascus experienced tremendous growth during the second half of the 20th century, with its population estimated to have increased more than tenfold. The city's growth rate is higher than that of the country as a whole, owing mainly to steady migration from rural areas. So heavy has been the influx of young migrants, drawn by employment and educational opportunities, that the average age of Damascenes has dropped below that of the national level. Among the religious minorities, the Alawites from the coastal mountain region are notable for their prominence in the army and in the intelligence services, al-Mukhabarat. Other religious and ethnic groups, principally the Druze, Kurds, Circassians, Twelver Shiites, and Ismailis, see Islam, Ismailis, maintain their identity among the majority Arab Sunni Muslim populace. The city's minorities include a Palestinian community. There is also a substantial Christian population representing various denominations, including Syriac and Armenian, while a once flourishing Jewish population has been greatly decreased. The population decline owes largely to emigration in the late 20th century following pressure on Syria to allow the remainder of its Jewish population, previously subject to limitations on travel, employment, and other restrictions, to leave the country. If you like this video, give a thumb up and do subscribe to this channel for more.